The king cobra is the world's longest venomous snake. But if two individuals of the same species unexpectedly encounter each other in the same territory, will they avoid each other or engage in a tense confrontation? Comment #own if you think they will retreat, or #2 if you think a battle is about to break out. In the world of snakes, there is a predator that even other venomous snakes are wary of. That is the king cobra, the longest venomous snake in the world. With its long, flexible body, precise striking speed, and enough venom to take down large prey, the king cobra hunts not only mice, birds, or small reptiles like many other snakes. What makes it even more terrifying is its instinct to hunt other snakes. After leaving its hunting grounds, a king cobra begins to slither through the dry leaves in the dense forest. Its long body moved silently among the decaying tree trunks and dry, cracked patches of earth under the weak sunlight filtering through the foliage. But then, suddenly, another dark figure appeared in front of them. That wasn't an ordinary prey. It was another king cobra. They raised their front bodies, spread their gills, and stared at each other in tense silence. Neither would back down. Then, unexpectedly, one of them lunged forward. The opponent dodged to the side and immediately counterattacked. Two long bodies coiled and twisted together, struggling fiercely for control. Every twist, every head-on collision could decide who survives. After several minutes of fighting, the larger king cobra gradually gained the upper hand. The other animal struggled violently, but the more it struggled, the more exhausted it became. Eventually, the movements weakened and then stopped completely. Amidst the dry leaves, the life-or-death battle ended with victory going to the stronger one. Once it was certain its opponent was no longer resisting, the larger king cobra began to readjust its jaws. It seized the head of the defeated enemy, slowly devouring its own kind. If you find this fight too intense, please leave a like for the winner. But for the king cobra, victory is not just about holding onto territory. In the world of king cobra, the loser not only loses territory, but can also become a meal for the victor. Amidst the low grass and patches of dry leaves on the ground, a rat snake was moving silently. Its long body slithered swiftly through the gaps in the grass, constantly changing direction to find a way out of the open area. But behind it, a more dangerous predator is silently lurking. That's King Cobra. The giant venomous snake didn't rush forward immediately. It maintains a safe distance, silently tracking its prey's every movement. With its fearsome snake-hunting instincts, the king cobra patiently observes, waiting for the opportune moment to launch a decisive attack. The rat snake continued to slither through the dry leaves, unaware of the danger lurking behind it. But just a few seconds later, it stopped abruptly when it sensed an unusual vibration. A precise bite was delivered. The king cobra's jaws sank firmly into the rat snake's body, causing the prey to thrash violently. It bent and twisted continuously, tossing away the dry leaves in an attempt to escape its deadly grip. But the king cobra wouldn't let go. It held on tight, constantly adjusting its body to block the escape route. Each time the rat snake tried to slither away, the king cobra would pull it back, causing the prey to lose strength the more it struggled. The violent thrashing gradually weakened. When the rat snake is almost motionless, the king cobra adjusts its jaws, clamps onto the head, and slowly swallows its prey. The hunt ended in silence, amidst the dry leaves. Rat snakes are agile and can put up a fierce fight, but against a professional snake hunter like a king cobra, just one moment of carelessness is enough to end it all. Once the king cobra has established a bite, the chances of escape are virtually non-existent. On the other side of the forest, where the light was almost completely obscured by the dense foliage, a scorpion was silently creeping through the damp, decaying leaves. Its black and white banded body blends seamlessly into the shadows, creating the chillingly dangerous appearance of one of the most fearsome venomous snakes. But this time, it wasn't alone. From behind the large tree roots, a king cobra slowly emerged. Its head was slightly raised, its tongue constantly flicking out to sniff the air. It had detected the presence of another venomous snake and began to approach. The crate immediately sensed the danger. It coiled its body, turned its head toward the intruder, and prepared to counterattack. Despite its smaller size, the crate is still an extremely dangerous opponent. Then the surprise attack took place. The king cobra lunged forward, biting firmly into the head and neck of the crate. The smaller, venomous snake immediately thrashed violently, contorting itself amidst the decaying leaves to escape its grip. But the king cobra quickly pinned its opponent down, using its superior length and weight to block any escape routes. The crate still tried to twist its body in resistance, but every movement was blocked. In a battle between venomous creatures, whoever gains control of the head first will take the life of their opponent. After several minutes of struggling, the crate's thrashing weakened and the coils loosened. When the prey is no longer able to resist, the king cobra adjusts its jaws, clamps onto the head, and begins to swallow. The encounter ended in the silence of the forest, where even a fearsome, venomous snake like the crate could not escape the world's most skilled snake hunter among reptiles. The mongoose is one of the few rivals that can make the king cobra wary. Unlike prey that typically panic and run away, mongooses don't lunge at their prey immediately. It kept its distance, moving around the snake with quick, light steps. His eyes constantly observed every subtle movement of King Cobra, waiting for a mistake. The king cobra immediately issued a warning signal. It raises its front body, widens its gills, and constantly turns its head in the direction of its opponent's movement. As soon as a mongoose enters its attack range, a lightning-fast peck can be delivered in an instant. But mongooses understand that danger. It doesn't rely on brute force in combat, but rather on speed, reflexes, and a series of feints. Each time it got close, it would unexpectedly retreat or change direction, forcing the king cobra to tense its defenses. The king cobra launched a series of incredibly fast pecks, but the mongoose always dodged by a hair's breadth before immediately changing direction and closing in. Time and time again, the deadly bites missed their target, causing the snake to gradually lose strength. Just as the king cobra missed its target once more, the mongoose seized the opportunity and lunged forward, biting its opponent precisely in the head. This time, it didn't slip. The king cobra writhed violently, trying to escape the grip, but it was too late. After a series of failed attacks, it revealed a fatal flaw. The mongoose tightened its jaws, holding the snake to the ground until its movements weakened and then stopped completely. The venomous creature ultimately succumbed to the speed and precision of its opponent. And tonight, snake meat will be on the mongoose's menu. The midday sun bathes the vast grasslands of Serengeti, Tanzania. The hot air caused the ground to shake slightly in the distance. Low-lying, thorny bushes cast short shadows on the dry, cracked ground after weeks without rain. most animals reduced their activity and sought rest in the rare shade. Savannah became quieter than usual. Only the sounds of insects could be heard amidst the stifling heat. Occasionally, a dry wind carrying golden dust sweeps across the low grass. Everything seemed calm. But on this grassland, silence is often just the quiet before an unexpected encounter. And beneath the low bushes that cast shadows on the scorching ground, two completely different rivals are gradually drawing closer together. Lions are one of the most powerful predators in Africa. An adult male can weigh between 330 and 550 pounds. The offspring typically weigh between 265 and 400 pounds. Despite their massive size, lions can reach speeds of around 50 miles per hour in short bursts of acceleration. Their strong jaws and claws, up to 1.5 inches long, are their primary weapons in hunting. Lions typically hunt in prides. However, they can also fight alone when necessary. In the wild, lions have faced many formidable opponents. This includes African buffalo, hippos, Nile crocodiles, hyenas, and leopards. The lion's greatest strength is its superior muscular power. Their direct pounces carry immense force. The lion's ability to withstand blows also helps it maintain an advantage in prolonged fights. However, the eyes, nose, and feet remain vulnerable areas. Furthermore, lions are not accustomed to dealing with opponents who use venom as their primary weapon. When it comes to snakes capable of giving lions a hard time, Africa boasts many formidable contenders. First up is the black mamba, one of the fastest snakes in the world. They can grow up to 14 feet long and move at speeds of nearly 12 miles per hour. The black mamba's most notable weapon is its extremely potent neurotoxin. Next is the puff adder, a snake believed to be responsible for the most fatalities in Africa. Unlike black mamba, puff adder does not chase its prey. It typically lies in ambush and strikes at very close range. Another competitor is Cape cobra. This snake is known for its incredibly fast attacks and potent venom. Finally, there's the African rock python. They can grow to over 20 feet in length and do not use venom to hunt prey. Instead, the python uses its powerful body to coil around and subdue its opponent. A common strength of snakes is their highly effective camouflage ability. They usually appear when the opponent is completely unprepared. In many cases, a single well-timed strike can completely change the course of a confrontation. In nature, encounters between lions and snakes are more common during the dry season. When water becomes scarce, many animal species are forced to congregate around rivers, lakes, and any remaining puddles. This is also when lions and snakes are more likely to accidentally appear in the same area. But what would happen if neither of them chose to back down? Let's start with the first scenario. A lion confronting a black mamba. A lion spotted movement in the grass and approached. Hidden ahead was a black mamba in a defensive stance. Just seconds later, the lion launched its first pounce, and the black mamba countered with a lightning-fast bite. If the lion strikes the snake in the head or neck, the snake has almost no chance. But if the black mamba bites the leg or face, the situation can change immediately. Lions have an advantage in terms of strength. The black mamba has the advantage of speed and a preemptive strike. And in this kind of confrontation, the first few seconds are often the deciding factor in determining the outcome. While the cobra relies on venom for self-defense, the next opponent uses muscular strength and formidable constricting grips. In a thick, bushy area near the riverbank, an African rock python lay hidden beneath the dense grass. At the same time, a leopard was silently moving through the area, looking for a hunting opportunity. The distance between the two sides quickly narrowed. Upon detecting unusual movement, an unexpected encounter occurred. The leopard immediately backed away and continuously observed its opponent. Meanwhile, the python raises its head, ready to react if approached too closely. If the confrontation escalates, the leopard will rely on its speed, agility, and precise pounces to avoid dangerous constricting loops. Conversely, the python needs to bring its body close to its opponent to take advantage of its strength. This is a clash between two completely different tactics. On one side is the notorious predator ambushing prey in the trees and bushes. On the other side are reptiles that can grow up to 16. Stand possesses a very high tightening force. In most recorded instances in the wild, adult leopards typically have an advantage due to their quick reaction time, precise attack capabilities, and experience in handling unexpected threats. However, just one moment of carelessness at close range, an encounter with an African rock python, can also be a formidable challenge for any leopard. The African wilderness is a vast stage of survival, where every day is a silent but fierce battle. On the savanna meadows stretching to the horizon, beneath the shade of solitary acacia trees, and amidst the sun-scorched, thorny bushes, every creature struggles to survive another day. The sun is setting behind the horizon of the African savanna. The last rays of the setting sun bathe the endless meadows and thorny bushes in a golden hue. After a hot day, the air finally became more pleasant. Therefore, many animal species begin their busiest foraging period of the day. The antelope grazes leisurely. Meanwhile, the birds hurried to find safe places to spend the night. At the same time, the predators also gradually left their hiding places. They are all making the most of these precious moments before darkness falls over the prairie. However, today was not just an ordinary hunting trip. In the midst of this wilderness, a tense confrontation is about to unfold. On one side is the leopard, a skilled hunter renowned for its deadly ambushes. On the other side is the hedgehog, a small animal but possessing a defense system that makes many predators wary. Can the leopard overcome those defenses to claim its meal? Or will the hedgehog's sharp spines once again prove their incredible strength? This big cat species is renowned for its strength, patience, and superior hunting skills. An adult individual can weigh up to nearly 200 pounds. Its muscular build allows it to move quickly and with great agility. In particular, its golden coat, dotted with distinctive spots, creates almost perfect camouflage among grasslands and bushes. As a result, many prey only realize the danger when it's too late. Leopards are not only adept at concealing themselves, but they also possess incredible strength. It is capable of dragging prey heavier than its own body up trees to prevent its catch from being stolen. When it needs to accelerate, this predator can reach speeds of nearly 36 miles per hour. With its sharp claws and powerful bite, it became a master of deadly ambushes. However, life for a lone predator is never easy. Each failed hunt means the depletion of precious energy. Prolonged hunger also leads to increasing pressure for survival. That's why it always has to think carefully before each strike. Because in the harsh world of the wild, just one wrong decision can cost a hunter dearly. If leopards represent strength and the hunt, then hedgehogs are masters of defense. On the outside, hedgehogs appear to be gentle and slow-moving animals. It doesn't run fast. It also doesn't possess sharp fangs like other predators. However, don't let that appearance fool you. Hidden beneath that massive body is an extremely effective defense system. As one of the largest rodents in Africa, porcupines can weigh over 66 pounds. They spend most of their time searching for food. The hedgehog's diet is quite simple, consisting of roots, tubers, fruits, bark, and various other plants. They usually forage in the late afternoon or at night when the weather is cooler. The most distinctive feature of a hedgehog is the thousands of sharp spines covering its entire body. Some of the spines can be longer than 12 inches. When sensing danger, hedgehogs immediately raise all their spines. In just a few seconds, its body transformed into a wall covered in sharp spikes. If the opponent continues to approach, the hedgehog will suddenly turn or lunge backward to defend itself. Even a single impact could cause serious injury to the attacker. That's why many predators are cautious when facing hedgehogs. Even lions, hyenas, or leopards don't want to take risks unless absolutely necessary. Today, those thorns will face one of Africa's most dangerous hunters. Will the hedgehog's sturdy defenses be enough to stop a leopard driven by hunger? If you enjoy dramatic survival battles like these, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications to follow the next exciting confrontations in the world of wild animals.